Welcome back, I am Dr. Ruckus, bringing you a new deck every single day, and today we are playing Naya Runes in Ranked Standard. Yeah, I think this is basically just straight up the best deck in Standard right now in terms of power level, win rate, all of that. Played for an hour today and won 100% of games, going 8-0. And quite honestly, I don't remember any of the matchups being remotely close. This deck is fairly nuts and quite honestly a little overpowered for my taste. In case you are unfamiliar, we have some cheap creatures like Generous Visitor and Kami of Transience, which get bigger every time you play an enchantment. We have a bunch of cheap or relatively cheap enchantments, including Michiko, which can add a ton of power and toughness. All the runes, which draw a card whenever you play them. And all of these things get cheaper when you have the Naturalist, which on the battlefield, which makes your enchantments cost 1 less to cast, or the Runeforge Champion, which makes all your runes cost 1. And in fact, when you have both of these on the battlefield, all of your runes cost 0. Count it, 0 mana to play. So you can just spam your runes, grow your creatures out of control, give them haste, lifelink, and trample all for free. It's really not fair. Against aggro decks, you can always counter race them with lifelink. All you have to do is throw Rune of Sustenance on either of these two growing creatures and just attack them back and counter race them. Or maybe throw a Michiko on an already lifelinky Naturalist. Any of those combinations just makes it impossible for your opponent's aggro matchups to race. And against control, we have Rune of Speed, which can grant something haste after a board wipe. We have Kami of Transience, which is a recursive threat that you get back from the graveyard whenever an enchantment leaves the battlefield. At the end of that turn, you get it back, which is nuts against control. And then even if they get through all that, you still have 4 copies of Showdown of the Skulls to completely reload. Kind of nuts. Last thing to point out, we've got 1 Catilda, which plays well with all the enchantments lying around, and 1 Hallowed Haunting, less for the creature generation and more as a way to break the mirror. If you have 7 or more enchantments, all your creatures you control get flying and vigilance, so you can fly over the top for that win. That's the deck. Hope you enjoy the gameplay. This deck is way too strong in my opinion. Let's dive right in. Okay, this is actually keepable. You can at least get the Kami down. Hoping to hit that 3rd land to play Runeforge Champion out. SpongeBob is life. That's what I'm saying, baby. This guy knows what's up. Alright, so we got some runes here. No red yet. It's fine. It's our splash color. Shigeki. Opponent on the grind plan. I guess we'll play you on white for now. Get our Kami going. See if we can grow it. This could be an opposing enchantments deck. Not sure. Land. They eye the Shigeki. They can return it, reveal the top 4 cards, put a land card onto the battlefield tapped. They do nothing, though. They're not known for instant speed removal. We don't really have any options, though. Here we come. See if we can hit land here. No land. They bounce now. Inventive Iteration. Okay, that's cool. I dig that. I'm glad they're playing that. Creature on his hand. Okay. Nice. That's cool. Artifact. I wonder if they play any artifacts. Interesting. Opponent on an interesting deck here. It could be like... that's a rare. I was going to say budget enchantments. It still might be. I think it's enchantments, but they don't have a lot of wild cards to spend on everything. We are stuck on land a little bit, but we'll continue to grow the Kami. Get in there for 4. Well, we just got to hit land now. How hard could that be? Any land at all would do. Opponent thinking here. So if we don't hit land, what are we going to do? I guess just keep attacking with the Kami. Interesting. They play out the Bosiju, which is interesting because there should be some decent targets against us. I guess it's really just the Jukai Naturalist. Maybe the Hallowed Haunting. Shigeki returns. We do hit land. That's huge. We're probably just going to play the champion here. Do we throw the Kami into everything? I guess so. Oh, we can get the we can play the rune for free though. So we'll go ahead and get the Trample rune. Search your library. Green. Oh, we can play all these for free now, right? Oh my god. Good lord. This is about to be brutal. Yeah, we'll just make this guy giant. Land, we're gonna need that. I think we just dump it all out here, just get a giant trample damage. I don't think they're gonna have any instant speed interaction. If they do, they have fooled us. But otherwise, it's gonna be okay, I think. Yeah, this is busted. This is not okay. Okay. 12-9 trample acquired. Let's see if the opponent actually has anything for us. They do not. They take it to the face, go down to 1. Go up to 39. Oh, this is nasty. This is not okay. Let's see if they can muster some kind of removal here. There's not really a whole lot in the graveyard. I think their best bet is bouncing our Kami. And then what? They definitely would set us back. They return the dog to try to draw into an answer, I suppose. Okay. I'm not sure how that's going to get them out of this. I feel like it's not. They do finally hit their blue mana source. They've been bottlenecked on that all game. Comes in tap, though. I think it's too late. They scoop. Alright. That was brutal. The Naturalist Runeforge Champion combo was just disgusting. Okay. This is surprisingly keepable. Mishiko with no targets. But if we go land into Runeforge Champion, it's a different game. Land. Naturalist, no green to play it. Play out the Mishiko here just to get a creature on the board eventually. Azusa's Many Journeys. Okay. Interesting. Again, I think we're doing this just to get creatures on the board here. A little awkward, but I think it's got to be this way. Overgrown Arch. It's not a land. Oh god, it makes that one bigger? Alright, that's fine, I guess. Okay, at least we have a creature now. But nothing we can do with it. Brutal. Running 24 land currently. Cannot seem to hit the third one. Okay, I guess they're just trying to learn. Well, we're off to an extremely slow start here. Now they have a 3/3. When everyone's blocked, untap up to 3 lands you control. Lee. Okay, that's interesting. That's pretty interesting. So, if we do hit land, we could go Naturalist. Probably go Runeforge Champion, then Naturalist plus Infinite Runes the following turn. We hit land. Alright, we needed that. We have another Mishiko as well, which is fine. Yeah, let's go Champion this turn, I think. We don't really want to trade off. That's our only green source anyway. Alright, let's go Champion. And then next turn we'll go Naturalist into Infinite Runes. Make some giant Mishikos. Search your library. Do we care about lifelink? I don't think so. I think we care more about trample. Try to push through damage. No attacks. All right, next turn is our big turn. Let's see if they can post a response. Mountain. Opponent has all their colors online. Running some, quite honestly, funky deck here. Not sure what's happening. Taking the time, though. They are not sure what to do. And I have no idea what they're running. Rope comes out. They attack with the likeness. That's kind of weird. They're doing it now. Without tapping their lands for anything. Oh, we're forced to block now. That's interesting and awkward. Okay, so we'll double block away the Seeker, I guess. Is there any chance they have a pump spell? We could probably triple block here. Manual taps on the blue. I think we'll take this. Alright, they untap everything. Now what? Okay. Alright, just dies. Interesting. Why did no damage get put on this? It was a 3/3. Alright, it absorbed all three. Yeah, okay. Okay. Opponent thinking here. Not sure what's going on. Clearly a lot of thought by the opponent on their side of the table. Rope returns. So this coming turn, we had hoped to play the Naturalist into a bunch of runes. Containment Breach, okay. Enchantment down, so be it. No problem. We do hit more land. Do we need more white? No, I don't think so. We'd rather play the rune or the speed. Probably get the speed going. Yeah, I don't think we care about lifelink necessarily. The library. I guess we can get it. I guess it's fine. Haste here. Draw a card. Nice. Attempt an attack. See what happens. Yep. Block there. Chump block there. Tap the Arch. Gain a life. Opponent up to 26. Next turn will be big. And eventually we can drop the Hallowed Haunting to just give everyone flying. So that's kind of our closer if we need it. So far for removal. Oh, they get Teachings. Okay. This could be a slow turn for them then. We're not really sure what their top end is. But they run Academic Dispute. I guess that's just for... Okay, Burn Down the House has happened. Probably go... Oh, we're stuck on green. Naturalist. I think we get the Visitor down. Can also get Hallowed Haunting. That's kind of a slower approach. Let's get the Visitor down. And we can go Rune this turn, and next turn Michiko plus the other Rune. I'm okay with that. Okay. The long game is to play Hallowed Haunting and then just get a bunch of spirits. That's totally one way to go as well. So far, we haven't seen a lot of removal, though, besides Burn Down the House. Showdown. That's kind of huge, right? I mean, we don't necessarily need a refresh. I think we just drop Hallowed Haunting this turn, actually. Here we go, Naturalist plus All right, let's go naturalist. I wonder if they have a Hullbreaker Horror here. Let's attempt a Michiko. All right, that can now battle with the Hullbreaker Horror if that's their game plan here. Nice. Green. Sure, we can play you out as well. Okay. Get in there. Let's see what they have. No Hullbreaker Horror. Opponent goes down to 14, does nothing. They do have Hullbreaker Horror. They did not block the Naturalist, though. So, we'll have at least one giant attacker. Can we give everyone flying? 7 or more enchantments. Burn down the house again. Wow. I wonder if they bounce Michiko. So we can make a lot of chump blockers. They're just going to get bounced every single turn. Showdown. Down to 26. Interesting. So we can actually go champion. Or we can go showdown. Champion gets in damage immediately, which is potentially worth it. Play double rune on top for life gain. I don't hate that. Probably should have dug that from the graveyard. Okay. Nope, don't spend our only. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Here we go. Life gain. No stick. Draw a card. More land. Do we give it one more for a little more damage? I think so, because we always can showdown anyway. Alright. 4 more damage. Opponent goes down to 10. They'll bounce this. We'll lose all the runes. At some point, we can just clock them with Cave, though. So I want to keep putting on the pressure. This coming turn, probably Generous Visitor into Showdown. Teachings, bounce the champion. If they attack here, we can repeat. We can go Runeforge Champion into Hasty Rune. More land. We haven't seen a ton of instants from them besides Academic Dispute. That's the only instant we've seen from them. So we're hoping they attack here. If they don't, I am thinking Generous Visitor into Showdown. Alana and Elena, that's interesting. Okay. Bounce Michiko. Do they attack? They do attack. Okay. I think that could have been a mistake. So we can go Runeforge Champion. Plus the Hasty Rune, plus Michiko. I think let's try it. Graveyard. Hasty Rune acquired. And we can get the Visitor going too. We kind of need Trample also. I guess we can put Trample on it. Or we can go Michiko. I guess we're doing Trample, actually. Alright, there we go. They go down to 4. Interesting. And we have Cave of the Frost Dragon. Double Horror. Okay. So we should be able to cave and Michiko, right? Unless we lose on the spot here. What's that? 18, 19, 20? It might just be 20 damage. That's 20 damage, is not 21. Down to 1. And we have Cave. So I think we've got him here. They scoop. Yeah, we have Cave plus Michiko for the win. Okay, very interesting game. Opponent had a mishmash of cards, but like actually gave us a run for our money just with the double horror there. Okay, beautiful opening hand here. Visitor into Kami into something else. Up against mono white aggro. We should be okay against them. We're going to have a slow start, I think, compared to them, but then explode after that. I think no blocks. Especially with Rune of Sustenance. Thalia. That's going to make everything more expensive, which is a bit painful. Here comes the Kami. No attacks into the first striker. So, Luminarch Aspirant. Yeah, they're going to give us a run for our money this game. Put the counter there. That's interesting. Now do we trade? What do we do in this coming turn? Still nothing? Play Runeforge. We could also just play Rune of Sustenance. I think that might even be better. Get the lifelink online. Red will be good eventually. I think we just get the lifelink online. On the trample, yeah, we'll put it all on the one lifelinker. Draw a card. Okay. Try to counter race them a little bit. Let's see if they go turn 3 Skyclave App or Brutal Cathar. That'll be a little tough. This coming turn we can Runeforge. No, they're stuck on 2 lands. Alright, that's pretty big. I think if we can make a giant Kami with lifelink, then we're getting out of this game alive. Attack all. I think no blocks here still. I don't think they can race a giant Kami without creature removal. Our land is good. We don't need red right now anyway. So we can go Runeforge Champion. We can also go Michiko. We can go Naturalist into Michiko, which is pretty good. And then Runeforge next turn. Plus it gives us another lifelink. Okay, here it comes. Yeah, I don't think they can beat the lifelink. Okay, 11-11 lifelinker. Down to 5. We go back up to 22. Let's see if they can go land Skyclave App. They can't. Stuck on land. Hard to race a lifelinker like that. That's the lesson there. Okay, pretty good. We will go Naturalist on 2. And if we can go Runeforge on 3 and just go nuts from there, we'll see. Up against MTG-ish. Samir. Okay. Nice. Let's get the Naturalist down. Go Runeforge on 3. If they do... Oh, they foretell. Okay, interesting. Land. Man, we could get Kami down in Michiko this turn. It's actually not bad. And then next turn go nuts with Runeforge Champion. I think I'm okay with that. Get in for 4 damage. This coming turn we'll play Runeforge, and if we keep the Naturalist around, we'll at least have 2 runes to play and make the Kami giant. They read the Naturalist. Could go under the bus this turn. Kaito Shizuki. I don't know. You're going to take a lot of damage right now. They make an edge. And we hit land, which is not bad. Put it on the Trampler. Okay. Start here. Library. We could get haste, actually. And we can give trample to you too. That's fine. Another one. Wow. +1, put it on the Trampler. Naturalist. Okay. Give him hell, boys. This deck is nuts. Opponent goes down to 1 life. No blocks, which is interesting. They can't meet Hookmasker. They actually run white. I'm not sure what would get them out of this. Double removal spells here. Chump block. That could do something. What does it take? They need Doomscar, but obviously they don't have double white if that is what the Foretold card is. They might attack and take the draw. They don't even need to attack. I think they'll just take the draw here. But I'm not sure. I think they need to draw into 2 removal spells and then chump block away the Naturalist. Okay, they attack. They don't want to discard. I don't feel like that's the right choice, right? Like, sure, you don't have to discard, but is that really your issue right now? Oh, that's kind of creepy. Nope, no answers. On to the next one. All right, very solid hand here. Start with Kami. We'll need more white in general. Okay. So we'll go Kami into Naturalist plus Rune of Might, most likely. Reckoner Bankbuster. Okay. I guess we'll need that second white. Here comes the Kami. Three mana opened by the opponent. Let's see what they do here. Hell yeah. Okay. They're doing it. All right, fine. It's on. No blocks. Take 4. Down to 16. Okay. Well, we could either go Visitor into Naturalist or Naturalist into Rune. I guess Lifelink is good if they're going to be aggressive here. So I'm okay with that line. We'll still play you on white. Naturalist into Rune. If their plan is to be aggressive, then we will counter race them here. Swing of 8 life that turn. We have Rune of Speed available now with the pathway. Also have lifelink in the form of Catilda. We could go Catilda plus Rune of Speed. That'd be dirty. Surge Hacker Mech. Okay, pick off the Kami. Fine. I think that's what we're doing. Other option is to go Visitor into multiple runes. Take action. Runeforge Champion, of course, is devastating. That's probably the best bet, actually. How to sequence it? I guess you are free. So we'll get lifelink here. Graveyard, lifelink. They scoop off of that. Yeah, that combo's nuts. So we would have played the Visitor there, and then triple runes, maybe even more if we draw into them, and just... I think they have a really hard time raising lifelink at that point. Okay, ranking up to Platinum 2. Cool. So, this is definitely awkward. We could Rune of Speed on turn 2 on our land to draw. Opponent goes first. We have 1 turn to draw into a green source. It's pretty bad. I think we'll give it a turn, see if we can draw into something useful. Epicure. Okay. Not doing it yet. White mana source. Kingfisher D's. Take 1 down to 18. Tap land by the opponent. Red. Rune of Speed. Draw a card. Alright. We're getting there. This coming turn... we could... So it's either the champion or the naturalist. The naturalist actually blocks the epicure, but is less mana efficient. So I think we're okay. We'll play the champion here. Let's go get the lifelink rune. Rune of Sustenance. Hold here. Opponent could very well have removal for us now, including just ditching the Harvester. Yeah, they might just ditch the Harvester. Deadly Dispute. Interesting. Okay. They still have the option to ditch the Harvester. If they let us get off the Naturalist chain, though, it's going to be pretty good. Though we can't fully take advantage of it yet. No blocks. Take 3. Okay. So I think we go Naturalist into Rune for free this turn. We are tight on green right now. Get our lifelink online. I don't think they're doing anything with this treasure token. Unless I'm wrong. What do they have here? Voltage Surge. Wow. Okay. That's pretty big for them. Yeah, I haven't really put this into my mental databank of things that can happen, but I've seen it a couple times now that I guess now that when I see 1 red open, I do need to be thinking about that. Especially with artifacts lying around. Oh, it's Anvil time. Oh man, I played this deck a couple days ago. Okay, no blocks. We can just play another Forge, which seems good. Okay. What do we want here? We already have lifelink on one of the creatures. We could do haste for more damage. I think we just want the lifelinker as big as possible. They let us get the draw off. Draw into Michiko, not free. Attack with a 3/3 lifelinker. Every turn that attack goes through, it's going to matter. Nice, we get it through. Okay, that kind of stuff matters. So, we can go nuts from here on out. We can go Showdown into a bunch of runes. It's unlikely they have no removal left, but we'll see what happens. We can also go Michiko, Experimental Synthesizer. Okay. I think our biggest concern is we need to be playing around removal well right now. Like, if they leave a red open again, we just have to not put all our eggs on one basket. Try to spread out our lifelink. Opponent with 3 mana available currently. We could just showdown to hit land as well if we don't hit land. Rope comes out. Opponent thinking. No problem. You're good. No unkind words there. I feel like they're playing a good game with us. And I honestly, of every deck I've played, like this season, last 3 months, the Oni Cult gave me the most trouble. Just the fact that you can't trigger on your opponent's turn. Or they hold back here, okay. Do nothing. So, they leave mana open. We do have Showdown. We could Showdown into a huge rune sequence. Could also get down Kami. Michiko, I think we do want to Showdown into a big rune sequence. Let's see if we can pull it off. They let that resolve. We do hit multiple runes and some tap lands. Try to make a big life flinker. Let's give this guy trample next. Okay. I think we'll take... Oh, we can't play out Michiko. This is only red or green. I think we'll get the Generous Visitor going after combat. I think we're happy to trade off either of these, honestly. We have such a full hand coming forward. Double block there. Sure. Okay. Opponent goes down to 13. I think we get out the Visitor here. Fully loaded for the following turn. Deadly Dispute. Okay. Opponent digging for answers. We even have recursive threats in the form of the Kami. So we're pretty well positioned here. Since we can give things trample, we can break through the 1/1 tokens generated as well. Another Oni Cult Anvil, okay. They can make lots of tokens. No Meathook Massacre in this game yet. I am thinking about Voltage Surge at this point. Bloodchief's Thirst. Alright, they tap out for that. That's good to know. So we could go Rune into Trampler. We are short on land, though. Can also go double Michiko. Rune into Trample isn't great. They just trade for it, right? So that's not ideal. We'll play out one of these lands. We could go Visitor plus Kami. We get it there too. Okay. I think we could have played out the Rune, actually. Alright, let's go ahead and drop a... Yeah, let's drop a Kami this turn. Play out another white source, that's fine. Alright, get in there for 3. So because of the counter off a Showdown, we actually could have played the Runeforge Champion, gotten the Trample Rune, put it on the Visitor, and we would have had enough counters to break through. But we missed that line. Little tight on land. Harvester returns. Yeah, we're going to need the Trample Rune. So especially if they tap out here, I think we will play the Runeforge Champion and get the Trample Rune. Ideally, if we can hit more land here. The other option is just to go full on Michiko on the Kami of Transience. Get our Trample that way. Okay, they dig here. Alright, board is getting pretty wide. We need to be careful. We want to close out the game quickly. We hit land. That's actually crucial. So we could go Kami double Michiko on our Trampler. Or we can go Runeforge Champion. I think we try Kami double Michiko. They do nothing so far. Let's see if they'll give us one more of these. Yeah, we're gonna attempt this. Let's put it here. Let's see if they have removal. They do not. All right. Well, we're in business now. Double Michiko. Now we know they don't have removal for us. $15, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5. That goes down to 10. I think we get him with you too. So that absorbs most of it. They reevaluate. Sure. Gain a little bit of life there. When it goes down to 2, I don't think they run any removal in this deck that can kill the Kami, the giant Kami. So I think we probably have him here. With more Michikos on the way. Opponent thinking. Experimental Synthesizer, they look for an answer. I don't know if there are any answers in the whole deck. How do you kill a 10-10 without Infernal Grasp? They might not play it. Den. Again, they're cycling for an Infernal Grasp, but even that would leave them dead, right? So, I don't know. I don't think there's really anything they can draw here. Even if they did kill this Kami, we still have another 4/4 Trampler. Like, and we can get more trample off the Runeforge Champion, which they don't know about. So, it's pretty much over. Rope comes out, though. Thinking about it, but I don't think there's any way out of this. Harvester. Warlock class. Okay. They pick off you. They have 1 treasure remaining. They gain a little life here. Okay, there we go. Alright, well, kind of well fought, but this deck is nuts. It's like kind of unfair, honestly, how much power it has. Pretty solid here. Visitor into Kami into runes. Trenomunku. Trenamunku. Up against Golgari. Golgari Valentin. I'll be honest, I have never seen this card. Actually, that's not true. Every time I see it on this side, I'm unimpressed, and then by the time it flips, I've already lost the game. That's my experience against this card. I've never played it myself. Ooh, Dina as well. Interesting. Got that lifelink action going. We draw into red. That's kind of nice. White. Yeah, we're dropping the Kami here. No attacks. Lifelink is going to be important against whatever drain they have going on here. They want to attack into us with the Menace. I think we will keep our resources around. I twitch. Nice. Okay. Now I don't have to be scared about an attack with the Kami. Naturalist as well. So, we could go Naturalist plus Rune of Sustenance, which is pretty good. And the next turn, Runeforge Champion. I think I like that. Let's get it all in one for now. Play you out on white. Get some lifelink going. Nice. Land is okay. Alright, 6/6 Trample Lifelink. Now they could block. Oh, they don't even block with the eye twitch. Interesting. You might think they'd get a removal spell, but not right now. Sacrifice another creature. I feel like they should have blocked with the twitch to save 1 point of damage. They get sciences, they don't even get a removal spell. Interesting. If they spend the turn sciencing, I think we'll get too far away from them. They do. So we can go Runeforge into infinite runes. At least 3 runes. Unless they have Blood Chief's Thirst, they do not. Showdown is fun, but not necessary at the moment. Let's start here. What could we get for 1 mana? A lot of things. Alright, let's actually play you on red. Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what we're doing this turn. More lifelink, I guess. Could spread out the love a little bit. Sure. Okay, who wants to get frisky this turn? I think we should actually try to make you beefy, right? 3. 3's as big as you get. I guess you're not going to get that big. You can get big enough to get through. Let's put him here. Spread out the love a little bit. Make us a bit more resilient to removal now. Okay. Alright, you got Trample now too. Hallowed Haunting. Yeah, we can put you on someone else, I guess. We'll put you over here. And yeah, we'll spread out the love still. Alright, that's a good stopping point. 18 points of trample damage coming through. This is so busted. This is not okay. It's all trample. There ain't 2 ways about that. Okay, they go down to 1. And there's nothing they can draw in those color pairings that would get them out of this. I guess 2 mana removal spells. Take out both these guys. Chump block away next turn. We don't have any haste on the way. So that is one way out of it. Necrotic Fumes is not sufficient. Scoot, yeah. Sorry. That's brutal. That's a tough deck to face up against. Okay, looks good. Hello. Dimir. Nice. We draw the untap land as well. So that can be green. This can be white. We don't need red right now, right? Yeah, we'll play you out on green. Let's not worry about red right now. Visitor on 1. Kami on 2, most likely. And then progress from there. Dimir thus far. They eye the visitor. Does it die? It does. Okay. Sure. Play out on white. Get the Kami going. Now we don't have to play Runeforge Champion here. Okay, more removal. All right, I like it. I like a little competition. Runeforged Champion. What are we most going to want against them? Doesn't matter. Okay, so next we're going to play Hallowed Haunting. I would say Trample or Haste, potentially. I think, well, we're light on red, but we'll get that next turn. Let's get Haste. Interesting. What would we prefer to get countered? I would prefer to get Hallowed Haunting countered if I had to. And then we can reload with Showdown next turn. Oh boy. It casts the exile card that pays mana cost. If it's an instant spell with mana value 2 or less. Are they digging for negate here? They get Siphon Insight. I don't think that'll be hugely useful for them. That's fine with me. Alright. Hallowed Haunting lands. We did not see any counter magic there. We'll probably go down for Showdown, and they tap out here. Okay. Interesting. They're stealing our runes, but how much does it matter? Kami again. Well, we can go Kami into Rune of Speed. I think that's okay, actually. No stick there. Play you out on white. As long as they don't... Ooh, okay. Spicy. Spicy. That's Nick Kroll. I saw Nick Kroll live in New York within the last year. He was not as funny as he is in, you know, stuff like Big Mouth. I was kind of surprised. He was still funny, but, like, my expectations were really high, and he was like, okay, that's pretty good. Saw him in New York City. Oh, God. All right. That's the best card they could have gotten off this. Now, luckily, we're not hugely afraid of what has happened here. All right, probably going to go Generous Visitor into Showdown and hope we hit some goodies. Sneak through damage while we can. We do hit land here. We can make green. Can we play the Naturalist? Wait, why? Can we play you? I feel like it was highlighted. I don't think so. Okay. Get in there for 5. Next turn, go Naturalist into Showdown. Most likely. Check for traps. They can take Michiko. Rebirth, not relevant. Hall of Storm Giants, interesting. Deluge, too slow. Wow. Main phase Deluge. That does not leave them with many options. We might even be able to kill them this turn. +1 for each artifact or enchantment. Only have 2. They scoop on that. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. They went one for one with us for a while. I think the biggest decision there for me that's important to note is that I wanted to get Haunting countered that turn, so I played it first, whereas I knew if I held on to Showdown the Skulls, we would be able to close that game out. If you liked that video, click on one of these two next. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am Dr. Ruckus, and I'll catch you next time.